Good afternoon and welcome to Market Fatafat right here on ET Now. I'm Arvan Dabash. Steady for the index at 11,476 with the Sensex up a good 150 points. But let's get straight down to business. Insecticides India just put out its numbers. Profits have grown 15%. Revenue growth a little bit flat. We have Rajesh Aggarwal, the Managing Director, with us on the show. Thank you for taking time out and joining in, Mr. Aggarwal. It was a timely and decent monsoon spread this time around, but despite that, your revenues have been a bit muted. Why is that? Mr. Aggarwal, is my voice reaching you? Okay, I don't think we seem to have a great connection at the moment. We will just repatch with Mr. Aggarwal of Insecticides India. But in the meantime, let's start off the countdown then with Market Fatafat. And first up, the stock in focus is Lupin. Remember, it's been not the best set of earnings. The top line growth has come in at 3,775 crore rupees. The profits have slumped to 200 crores. Operationally, definitely a miss, with the EBITDA at just 527 crores versus 700 crores. The US sales have disappointed, down 25% in terms of the dollar revenues, and the R&D expenses as well have come in at about 375 crores, but the stock has managed to recover. That's Lupin for you, which after recovering has now gone back into the red at 816. Let's keep it then with buzzing mid-caps then, and it's Techno Electric. Ruchit, let's get in your technical take. Are we going to see relief or not?
Well, if you see the broader trend for the stock is still negative. A series of low bottom structure has been seen, and even when the mid-cap stocks have shown an up move in the last few weeks, this stock has continued its underperformance. So I think this trend continues to be weak. There are no signs of relief for this stock, so avoid any kind of bottom fishing in Techno Electric.
Avoiding any bottom fishing in Techno Electric, but let's move right back on to the management of Insecticides India. Mr. Aggarwal, despite the timely monsoon, why has your revenue been so muted?
The Q1, the monsoon starts in the end of June actually. Yeah, they had begun, but yes, the sales have started picking up more in Q2. So you'll see a good recovery in Q2 actually. So in Q1, we are able to maintain the bottom line targets what we had given, because the EBITDA margins have gone up by 159 basis points actually as per my commitment. But you will see the improvement coming in the Q2.
All right. What about your domestic and export revenue mix? What are you penciling in here?
Majorly it has come out of the domestic business. Export has grown in this quarter. Q1 last year was about 2.5 crore. This year is about 11.5. But we are very bullish on export side actually, because you will see the growth coming in this year, and this year the target is to double our total export income, which was about 35 crores last year. We would like to go across 70 crores in exports in this fiscal.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the outlook when it comes to your new product launches. What kind of opportunities you see? How is the Horizon herbicide revenue market share growing?
Yeah, our vision is very clear that we wish to bring the growth from the new launches which we are going to do in this year. So the 4 launches have already happened, namely Sofia, Hercules, Aikido and Encounter. These 4 ready mix products which we have launched in this season have already gone in market, and they are getting very good success. Along with this, we also anticipate to register 3 new molecules actually in this season. So we'll be targeting that in August, September, as we get the registrations, these products will launch in the kharif season, or ultimately if there is a little longer delay, then we'll be catching the fag end of the season. But overall, the vision is that we should grow by at least 10% from these new technologies, and yes, a similar growth should come from the products which we are launched in last 5 years actually. So we will be pushing those technologies further in the market. So overall, the vision of about 10 to 15% growth is there in terms of top line. And of course, since there is a lot of launches of the new products actually, and my new products launched in the last years are picking up, so I see a growth in the bottom line also for the company.
All right, so you're saying this is a one-off in terms of your revenue, you're going to maintain your margins, new product launches on the anvil, and domestic businesses driving growth. Thank you, Mr. Aggarwal, for joining in today on ET Now. That's Insecticides India for you. Not seeing great reaction to its numbers, but we've got a whole host of other stocks that are sure reacting. Ipca Laboratories is one of them, Mubina, and it was a pretty steady quarter for them.